Beautiful day today. Easily, as we can see, in overnight, we see that we may deliver from this 1 hour fair value gap if we look at NQ. But when we go in the 15-minute time frame, it's not a but. I was still a little bearish. Here we made a change in the state of delivery. We made some displacement, but then we touched this 15 minutes and pumped up and inversed also this 15 minutes right here. Here we inversed. Let me clear this. Here we inversed it, and then I turned a little bit bullish, and then we also put this other block and then another block, which makes it a proportion block that is even better than another block. A proportion block is another block after another block, order block. I also have drawn this 1 hour that I didn't really know if we were going to inverse it. But what I did know was that there we would have some resistance for us to go to this eye of day. But we reacted to this 15 minutes. We respected this small 15 minutes right here. We respected 1, 2, 3 times, which makes us kind of bullish. Really, not kind of, really bullish. If I remember, we also have a 5-minute was respected. Yeah, it's the same one. And what happens here is that I switch my bias from bearish to bullish. See that I started at the bearish, but after we inversed this 15 minutes right here, and respected also this 15-minute bullish fair value gap, I switched my bias to bullish till we hit the high of day, which is right here. So in the beginning of the day we had news, and if we go in on the 30 second exactly, or even the 1 minute here on NQ, on news we can see that we respected this 50-minute fair value gap, we inversed this 1 minute, but we closed below this 1 minute. And here, what we have here at 8:30, we have a data high right here. So we had a trade from this inverse fair value gap to here, but this trade failed because it didn't fail. It was kind of invalid. What I wanted to say right here was that this trade was valid. I was saying that it was invalid, but it wasn't invalid. It was a valid trade, but it was a break even because we inversed it and we touched this small fair value gap, and we came back to our entry, and then we lost the trade because it would have been a loss if we didn't put break even, because in the model that I trade, I will be stopped right here of a close of a downside candle below the fair value gap that it has just inversed. So right here, after touching this small fair value gap that I didn't saw back then, after touching it, I should go as soon as possible to break even, right to break even instantly, because we don't know if we are going to reverse it, which we didn't. We respected it, then we came back. Now if we go on the 30-second right here, if we go on the 30-second, we have this fair value gap, this 30-second, which, look right here, we closed with a proportion block, which is another block after another order block. This is right here. It's a proportion block, which makes it really good. It was a valid trade, we didn't touch this 1 minute, then we also inverse this 1 minute, and this 30-second right here, we delivered from this 30-second bullish fair value gap, which make this trade really good. I didn't take it because at the time I didn't saw that we were making a propulsion block. I didn't take it because this zero wake wasn't really outstanding to me, and I was kind of bearish at the moment still, because I hadn't analyzed that we were delivering from two bullish fair value gaps, two 15-minute bullish fair value gaps. So what happens is that I didn't take this trade, and it's definitely okay. So we go on and on with our day, and we were not inversing, as we can see here. We were not inversing this 1 hour because the 1 hour would only be inversed possibly at 10 a.m. But at 10 a.m., what happened? We respected it. We came back down. So what I am seeing here is that I know that it is going up and down in here, but if we go on the 1 hour, we are respecting it. And if we go on the 15 minutes, what I was trying to see was that we could still be a little bit bearish, because right here it's a change in the state of delivery to the downside, and we can also respect this 1 hour bearish fair value gap. But this change in the state of delivery had already made his damage. We made the change in the state of delivery on the 15 minute, we came down, and the change in the state has done the things that he has done. Now we respected from the 15 minute 2 times, and now we are really bullish till we hit the high of day. So I am at this moment in time, I am bullish. I'm not looking for downside trades. And then look right at this. Let me go on the ES as well, so I can find and show the SMTs. If you look at this trade, we're not shopping. The PA today was good, but before open, the market was not giving us anything. What happened right in open was, as we came down, we respected. See right here, we respected this low. We didn't respect it. What I'm trying to say is that we swept this liquidity without much displacement. So here we take the sell side liquidity, we respect again the 50-minute fair value gap. Now we make a protected low, which is a low that take another low inside the fair value gap, and we start pumping above, and we have this bearish fair value gap right here. Now, to make this trade really good, we need to see some good momentum, which if we look right here, we don't have. But if we go on the 1 minute, we have another block here, and we have another order block here. So without much displacement, we close after these two order blocks, which, as I said, makes a propulsion block. We don't displace a lot, which is good to get as an entry. And right here, we have these two kind of relatively difficult eyes inside the fair value gap, which makes this a really good target. Now, I took this trade, which was a banger, with 2 contracts. The thing is that I was so afraid of losing it because we were still chopping a little. We were not, it wasn't just instant, and we also had this 1 hour. But I believed in it because if we see here on yes, right here, what we have? An SMT. which makes this really, really good. So the only problem, the only bad execution that I did here was I saw this pumping a lot, but I was trying not to lose this trade. I was looking at it to see if we closed below to close the trade and take it as a loss, which didn't happen. But I forgot so much about looking at the TPs that I didn't came here to look for one or two possible TPs. So I made this as my only and final TP, which is decent, is a little more than 1 hour. It's a good trade, but with all this momentum, this should be just one the first TP, and I could put the next one here, which is another high, kind of inside of a valley gap, or this one, which is a really good high, also kind of inside of a valley gap, which makes this really, really good trades. I didn't do it, which is okay, it's something to remember, but yeah, it's a really good trade.